Stimulating the cardiovascular core. Zero activity. Stimulating the cardiovascular core.
That's twice now I've come back from the dead. Can't say the experience is improving.
I believe it is preferable to the alternative.
You two look comfortable.
Down, now.
Let's find a way out of this cage, huh?
There is a maintenance corridor connecting to this room.
Okay, must be a way to access it. I'll look for it.
Might also want to poke around here while we can. Could be useful intel.
Step away from there!
What's that?
Archon, do you hear me? Now you have 2 Pathfinders to deal with, and we're not impressed with your security.
Reka, come in.
Where
What's
are
going
you
on?
from?
A little
A different
diversion.
galaxy.
Captain Hager and Venro
We call it the
tried to set
Milky
up
Way.
the EMP.
Why did you
I'll
come
be in touch.
here?
We're settlers. Just looking for a place to live.
Speak the truth. Where is your invasion force?
We're not invaders! Please, who are you people? We don't mean any harm! Wait! Ah! I can't tell you what I don't know!
You lie. Where is the one you call Pathfinder?
I don't know! Ah!
Curious. But one lie and that can be broken.
You won't break something you can still use.
Clever prattle. Everything serves.
Before, maybe. But now, when I talk, you'll listen.
Curious. But one lie and that can be broken.
You won't break something you can still use.
Clever prattle. Everything serves. Tell me what you know of Meridian. Is that why you're here?
Meridian? I've never heard of it. We just got here. It was a long trip and...
Again, tell me of Meridian.
I just explained. I don't know what that is.
Then what use are you?
What do you...
Dissect this specimen as you will. I'm told this specimen lays claim to a title.
Among my people, I'm known as Moshai.
Here you are nothing.
I am your enemy.
You serve a use, that is all. That's why you still live. You will tell me what you know, or you will suffer.
I told you! I've never seen the relic before!
Pain will remind you.
Ah! Ugh!
A final time. How does Meridian work?
I don't know!
Then the specimen will learn true agony.
With the Archon ship?
Yep.
Oh, you invaded. You and your elite strike team of
track.
Track. That's our current state. See, especially in games where your party isn't that big, I wish you could take the whole party.
Yeah.
Like, you only have 6 companions.
The Krogan are a brutish race which could be useful. Redundant organs and a savage temperament. Made to kill. Even the other specimens fear them. A deliberate genetic fault was introduced to limit the Krogan population. But I wonder, without this defect, they could be unstoppable. Among the new specimens, the human is the most perplexing. They possess an emotional range which often exceeds the others. Their unpredictable nature marks them as dangerous, but if the root of their passions could be isolated, we must identify a champion among them and capture it for further study. The ones they call Asari. Their reproduction is a mixture of biology, thought, and memories. They take what they need from a species, as they should. Reproduction cannot be left to chance. The superior race dominates. Yet these Asari pretend otherwise. A melding, they call it, embracing eternity. Biology has no use for poetry. In the end, their biotic traits may prove the most useful. These Turians possess a useful exoskeleton. On harsh worlds, it could prove advantageous. More intriguing, there is discipline about them, adherence to militaristic order. An effective trait for instilling obedience. Additional specimens will be required for study. Most useful in these Solarians are their cognitive abilities. Their thought processes occur much faster than in the others. There is a cleverness about them, a cunning which could be leveraged. More work is needed to isolate the genetic markers. There is no shortage of specimens to choose from.
Archon, as you ordered, search teams have been dispersed to find more specimens from the Milky Way. The Solarian specimens claim knowledge of additional species called human, Turian, Krogan, and Asari. We're in the process of collecting members of all species for study and eventual exaltation.
So they managed to capture some of the turrets.
Well, that did something. Let's look around.
So it's just the Solarians missing still?
No, we found them.
How is the Turian cut? Are they cheap?
Getting used to the
Here we
position.
go. This way.
What about the Solarian Pathfinder?
Working right now. Also,
This'll be fun.
I switched out my assault rifles.
You hear that?
I should have tested these first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this isn't that many.
No. Well, it's powerful, but it's like a single shot, so it's like that, and it doesn't hold as many rounds. I
We
wanted
come
I
all
needed to
this way
demonstrate.
to find out the monsters in Andromeda are just as evil as the ones back home.
Yeah, give me that loot. Protein sludge. Protein sludge.
Yep.
What was that?
Don't think we're alone.
really starting to hate those things.
What was it doing here?
That's a Solarian.
What happened to him?
A dead Solarian. He must have escaped into the ducts, and then... They sent that animal in here to hunt him.
This is Reka. Some of our people are still alive. I'm headed there now. Captain Hazier, what's your status?
The EMP is primed and ready.
We're almost to the Archon's chamber. Stand by.
Yep, that was the Solarian.
The antechamber. Second place.
Yep.
Save the game before you enter the door of death.
Sure.
Can't do
I
it.
can't because it's a
'Cause
main.
it's a dungeon. Peeps?
PB has wholeheartedly embraced her place on the Tempest in your team. She's become a trusted teammate and inseparable friend who would rather explore the galaxy's mysteries with you by her side.
Nice. You have a friend.
As her official biography states, like most female Solarians, Zevin Reka was originally groomed for a life of political intrigue as a Dalatraz. However, she broke with tradition to devote herself to exploration and the sciences. Despite lacking an official political position, Reka's natural charisma drew followers from across Solarian space, gaining her a reputation as not only a skilled scientist, but also a respected and influential leader. Reka used that influence and family connections to benefit numerous ecological projects across the Milky Way, culminating in her greatest achievement, restoring the threatening biodiversity of her homeworld, Erinley, and enabling it to support a viable population. Her success on Erinley, combined with her leadership qualities and scientific expertise, drew the attention of Alec Ryder, who encouraged her to submit her candidacy as the Solarian Pathfinder. Reka joined her people aboard the Solarian Archipelago, which departed for Andromeda in 2185.
Cool.
Archipelago is the Andromeda. Archipelago's development was plagued by early delays and disagreements between the senior crew and the initiative's design team. Archipelago has been located, though it has been captured by kett forces.
Ah, so they took the whole arc? That's why you...
Is that a Krogan? Not anymore, it isn't. Must be one of my missing scouts. I can't tell which one.
The DNA is Krogan, but drastically altered. It's clear the kett are closing in on successfully exalting the species.
I'm beginning to hate these guys.
Get in line. We made it.
Captain Hazier, this is Ryder. We've reached the Archon's sanctum.
Give the word and we'll set off the EMP. Should disable the guns.
Got it. Alright guys, we're looking for a remnant relic. Map of Meridian.
Why does this Archon care so much about the Remnant?
That's the question, isn't it? And we need to beat him to the answer.
Remnant origin confirmed, though it's not the relic we're searching for. The Archon has done extensive testing to the...
The Archon's anger will only
get worse if we pull this off. He needs to be stopped. What we've seen on this ship, it would be genocide for the whole cluster. There's the Solarian Ark. This is going to be one hell of a getaway.
This object serves no useful purpose. It is the remnant equivalent of junk.
The Archon is whistling in the dark on this stuff.
Pathfinder, this is the relic the Moshai described. It does seem to be a map. I'll overlay the chart we uncovered in the vault on Eos.
Is that?
It's Meridian.
Coordinates secured, Pathfinder.
So that's what you're after. There's more to Meridian than you know. Changing the weather is a fraction of its power, and I will not allow you to defile it.
You didn't allow me to escape your little trap either, did you?
That wasn't you. It was the artificial intelligence in your head. I've seen what transpired in the laboratory, and now I know what makes you special. Meridian is mine. I've tolerated you long enough. Once your vessels are destroyed, you'll be stranded here.
Captain, fire the EMP!
Done.
What was that?
Crack, anything you can do?
Krogan, stand down! I don't think he understands! Krogan, listen to me!
Forget it, it's not working!
Damn!
trying to free captives.
I wish her luck, but I can't talk right now.
You sound busy. I'll let you go.
The Krogan's down! Sorry about that, Drac. Let's hope the Void... Yeah!
Finally. All right, we've got the map. Let's get the hell out of here.
These unfortunate individuals were once Krogan. After capture, experimentation, and attempts at exaltation, they are now behemoths, bearing the characteristic white carapace of the kett and the strength of a Krogan in full fury. Behemoths appear to be an early attempt at exaltation, and the process for the Krogan is as yet unrefined. Unlike exalted Angara, whose transformation is genetically and neurochemically stable, behemoths are unable to produce enough serotonin to break out of the feedback loop that results in Krogan blood rage, rendering them permanently aggressive and non-communicative. In addition, DNA samples suggest behemoths are susceptible to hypothalamic tumors, further evidence that exaltation is intended to affect the body's oxytocin production and social bonding responses. Fighting a behemoth is not for the unprepared. With the Krogan's resilience to gunfire and a preference to charging into melee, Apex tactics currently revolve around multiple rocket-propelled grenades.
Yeah, before they get those guns back online.
Time to leave.
Pathfinder. Pathfinder, a moment. I'm picking up Krogan life signs on board the ship. Several captives are being held not far from your location. They are scheduled for exaltation.
Damn, go be the rest of my missing scouts.
Sam, do we have time to get there before the kett restore power?
If you act quickly,
Ryder, it's Reika. I'm pinned down. Don't think I'm gonna make it.
Where are you?
Near holding cells where they're keeping several of my people. They're still alive. I ordered Captain Hager back to the Ark.
You should be with him.
I couldn't leave my people. I had to try. And now, I think it's over. From one Pathfinder to another, farewell. Reika out.
Damn it!
there isn't time to save both. Once the kett restore power, you'll be trapped.
Ryder, my scouts.
Reload. We're going after Reika. Drac, I'm sorry.
Pathfinder, you came.
Reika, we couldn't just leave you here.
Thank you. My people are at the end of the tunnel. It's kett the whole way.
Then we push ahead and don't stop for anything.
Including Krogan.
Drac,
Don't worry, I'll shoot whatever needs shooting.
let's go.
We have to punch through!
Tell them then!
It's that or die!
Tempest, this is Ryder. Do you copy?
I hear you, Pathfinder.
We have the map and we're trying to rescue some prisoners.
Those kett guns won't stay offline forever.
I know. Just tell us if anything changes.
You'll be the first to know. Callow out.
Go! Go!
Then try. Call that aiming, Solarian? Maybe try to hit a few.
I'm too busy protecting your flank!
Pathfinder, that kett ship is trying to reset the power.
Oh, crap.
They'll have the guns back in no time.
Copy that. You hear that, everyone?
Let's finish this!
That's a cat who's never getting back up! We did it! That was the last of them!
Let's get them out of there. Can you run?
Pathfinder, the kett are close to restoring the ship's power.
Tempest, we're going topside. Track for extraction.
Understood.
Ryder, thank you.
Save it for when we're safe. Let's move! Move!
Ryder, now! We've got to go!
Level up!
A team will escort the Ark back to the Nexus. I'm sure they'll be happy to see you.
Thank you again, Ryder. But I owe you an apology. I made a mistake.
Oh?
I shouldn't have called you to say goodbye. The choice you had to make. I put too much on your shoulders.
You did what you had to. If that had been the Hyperion and I was looking for my people, I would have been the one calling you.
I appreciate that. As Pathfinders, the line between serving our own people and the greater good is blurry. I prefer a sharper focus.
I don't think there's going to be much of that in this line of work.
I suppose not. Whatever the case, the Solarian people are forever in your debt.
Earn this.
We will.
Drac.
Wasn't enough to save the whole Ark, huh? Had to grab a few more Solarians on the way out.
Drac, it's...
Complicated, except it's not. Leaving my scouts behind was worse than killing them outright. And you're not the one who has to explain it to the rest of the clan.
It was a difficult choice, Ryder, but you won an important victory. The Archon has been dealt a blow. Your father would be proud.
It's been tough, trying to fill his shoes. I hope I'm finally starting to earn it. Though slapping the Archon in the face like this will only make him more dangerous.
Or perhaps reckless. Your father liked putting others off balance. He said the worthy would rise above it, and learn to face adversity ably.
And the unworthy?
Would crumble. I'll leave you to your thoughts.
With reverence, Archon, this fascination with Meridian cannot continue.
It's the key to our future, Primus. The human knows nothing of its true power.
Even we don't fully understand it. Our orders are to exalt this cluster, not study the remnant. Questions are being asked about your judgment. Questions that come from the highest levels.
The answers will be clear soon enough. With Meridian, we can transform every world in this cluster to a wasteland. Either the subjects submit to exaltation, or we will use it to annihilate them. This Pathfinder has opened the door. Now we must be the first to cross the threshold. We must seize Meridian before it does. Like all lesser creatures, it mistakes a battle for the war. It doesn't know its weakness. Or its potential.
The Archon saw my memory flashes? He got that from my implant?
His device went deep. Our connections were wide open when Sam killed you.
He'll know how much we need Meridian. We have to warn the Nexus. We have to move.
That's a lot of viability. You were forced to abandon the Krogan trapped on the Archon's flagship. It was the only way to save Solarian Pathfinder Reika. Drake decided to stay with your squad, despite disapproving when you put the life of the Solarian Pathfinder over his fellow Krogan on the Verakan. But despite some tension on the Archon's flagship, you earned Drake's friendship by helping him recover a Krogan transport carrying seeds essential for his colony's future. After helping Drake secure the stolen seed vault, the two of you... Okay. After evading capture by the Kett and returning safely to the Nexus, Reika has devoted herself to her Pathfinder duties and advances Solarian interests on the station. She's now conducting information gathering and research aimed at stopping Kett exaltation. Identified in decrypted communications, the Kett, known as the Archon's Sword, has a fearsome reputation. Her role as the Archon's enforcer takes her across the Helios cluster to deliver edicts and quell dissent. Apex reports that those who incur their Archon's displeasure, Kett or otherwise, are pursued relentlessly by the Archon's Sword, often never sighted again. In combat, the Archon's Sword is said to favor cunning over brute strength, cloaking herself with the same technique as Kett destined, before striking fearlessly. Psychological profiles, though hampered by an incomplete understanding of Kett psychology, suggest she is completely loyal to the Archon and his ideals. Her title has provoked discussion among Nexus scientists, as it either underlines her devotion to the Archon's cause, or it implies a ceremonial and historic role. It is possible that the Archon's Sword represents a greater tradition within Kett society not yet understood. Second in command to the Archon, the Primus is reportedly trusted with leading many of the Kett's most dangerous factions. Apex teams have cited her as a hands-on leader at key kett positions, and orders from her are treated as coming from the Archon himself. Her main area of responsibility appears to be managing the kett conquest of Helios via exaltation. Inasmuch as we can determine with scant details on kett culture, the Primus is believed to be extremely orthodox. Intercepted and translated reports show her ordering punishments for kett who deviate from social norms and traditions. She has also repeatedly expressed concern over the need to break off military exercises or recon missions to investigate remnant technology, suggesting this is not a normal element of kett expansion. The kett in the Helios cluster appear to be a military experience. Kett society appears to be a strong... Culturally, the kett are highly ritualized and ceremonial. Intelligence reports show a powerful belief in their genetic and military superiority, and a belief that it benefits lesser specimens. Even the kett dialect spoken in Helios, Tonizet, translates to speaking correctly. Exaltation is thus not a punishment, but a means to balance a disordered galaxy by sharing the kett's genetic perfection. Following a daring infiltration mission launched by Pathfinder Ryder and his team, the Ark was safely rescued from kett forces and is returned to the Nexus. The kett flagship Verican is a heavily armored warship that serves as the Archon's central command post for the kett incursion into the Helios cluster. Heavy main guns and exceptionally powerful kinetic barriers suggest that any frontal assault on the Verican without a correspondingly powerful dreadnought would be suicide. The vessel appears to serve as a research center for studying newly captured Milky Way species. Both Krogan and Solarian captives were encountered aboard, indicating the Archon's interest in exalting new species and acquiring their genetic traits. The Verican also houses many of the kett's most important remnant relics, apparently gathered and presented to the Archon for study at his leisure. This fascination was evident in the Archon's private chamber, where he kept a special collection of remnant technology and relics on display.
What a weirdo. Go to the Nexus, see the boys? Talk to Drek?
Yeah, we should probably talk.
Hey, Liam.
Hey, Ryder. Thinking about our run through the Archon's flagship. Word of warning. You die again, I'm taking it to HR as emotional abuse. Stop it.
We'll talk later.
I know it. New to Chunka. I bet Tan puckers every time someone says it.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Liam's idea about watching vids together.
Movie night? He delayed again, out of respect for the Krogan.
Good. From what I've seen, your vids are flat. They're only seen and heard. Angara vids use tiny electrodermal signals. You feel it through your skin. I spoke to Gil. We have time to rig up a system to mimic it, if we can acquire the right components.
That sounds amazing. Let's do it.
The components we need should be sold on Aya. Let's be vigilant.
Yay, we're continuing movie night. About time.
Ryder, what a victory. Now that we know where Meridian is, the Archon's downfall begins.
A victory feels good, and there's more to come.
You have a good team here, Ryder.
Yeah, seems to be working out okay.
If you'd like, I can provide crew training about embracing emotions.
Oh, Okay, I'll think about that.
Okay, let me know.
I'll see you later, Jarl.
Stay strong and clear. Need something? I can stop what I'm doing.
I'll see you later, Jarl.
Stay strong and clear.
Hey, you're 2 for 2.
What do you mean?
2 times face to face with the Archon. 2 times you spit in said face. Figuratively speaking, of course.
We were nose to nose this time. Some spit might have hit the mark.
That's a two-way street, Ryder. Ugh. Bastard's trying to exalt us all, huh? That's what all this is about?
Could be.
Typically, I like high-stakes games, but I'd rather be sitting at the kiddie table this time.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime. Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
You realize that even if I do find it, it's gonna cost you.
And you know I'm always true to my word, so just get it done. I'm hearing the kett activity's down. I bet the Archon's still nursing his wounds. That means he can be beaten. The kett can be beaten. People are waking up to that.
Didn't sound like you were discussing kett over comms when I walked in, though.
Wasn't. I have a friend keeping a lookout for a lamp. One brought from home, but stolen in the revolt.
I didn't think you were so sentimental.
I'm not the only one. Suvi has her father's antique instruments, Cora her Asari prayer book, and Liam has the junk that Liam collects. These things are important. They remind us where we came from.
I know what you mean. I never want to forget what I left behind.
Even as we look forward to the future. Yes.
So what's so special about this lamp?
It's awful. It's got a butt-naked Asari for the stand, and she's holding a moon.
One of your prized possessions is a really ugly lamp?
The foreman at my first job had this lamp. When he was mean, I'd focus on it so he wouldn't see me upset. Now I keep it so I remember where I started. Most of my life was doing stuff to survive, taking shit from assholes or being one. I don't have to do that anymore. I can start over. Something honest.
Honest work? Vetra, you'd be an awful farmer.
Yeah, you don't know that. Point is, I could be anything. For a while, I didn't care that I'd lost the lamp. Everything was a mess and it just didn't matter. But we've made progress, Ryder. Small things matter again. People are daring to dream.
I think my dream is finding someone special to explore the galaxy with.
Oh. And have you found that person?
I'm pretty sure I have. You'll love her. She's tall, great with guns, and getting people to do what she wants.
I feel like things are finally going our way, for real. Getting the Solarians back, that's huge. I just wish we didn't have to sacrifice so many for it.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Move your arm again?
Readings won't change, Doc.
Your prosthetics are syncing properly. Your neuropathy-induced pain levels are consistent.
Hey, I'm used to it. It's okay.
No, it's not okay. You keep fighting smart, you hear me? You don't have much left in terms of organ redundancies.
Nah, it's fine. I don't mind.
Everything okay? This looks like a lot.
It is a lot. Just nothing he didn't already know about.
What do you mean?
He's fine, just old and missing too many parts. And too stubborn for his own good.
You love me just the way I am, Doc.
Don't get off that table until the scan is done.
Can I ask what happened?
Arm, side, hip, part of my leg. Strain balancing threading across my spine. It's all prosthetics and implants.
That's a lot.
Made it through the Krogan rebellions. Watched my culture disintegrate. Survived centuries as a merc. And all sorts of pirate shenanigans. 1,000 years of combat experience. All it took was one idiot with a pack of frag grenades.
It must have been hard.
Yeah, it got pretty bad. I hit some dark moments. Implant rejection after implant rejection. Prosthetics not syncing properly. Everything hurt. A lot. All the time. No purpose to anything.
How did you deal with it?
I didn't. I fell right into that pit. Almost. But then some shaman shows up, drops the tiniest little baby girl in my lap. This one's dying, he said. Not worth the trouble, he says. Useless is what he meant.
That's awful.
It's practical. Krogan gave me a purpose again. Wasn't just about me anymore, so I got help. Learned how to take care of myself, take care of her. And she took care of me.
You found a way to live again.
We sure did. Wasn't easy on either of us. I'm old, stuck in my ways, and Cash has wanted to change everything since she could talk. Raising Cash taught me an important lesson.
And you're going to tell me all about it, aren't you?
Damn right I am. Parents aren't meant to be a goal, or a finish line. We're the starting line. Where you go from there, it's all you. Remember that.
Ryder?
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me. Got a minute? I could use a favor.
Sure, what do you need?
I kept thinking about Sarissa and my not being a Pathfinder. And the thinking turned into a project on Eos. Can you help me finish it?
What kind of project?
I'll put the nav points in the helm. Come along and I'll show you. That Archon barely sees us as sentient. Strings people up like puppets. Didn't know Sam could do that to his Pathfinder. You sure you're okay?
Just a lingering bruise or two. My vitals are good.
Let's hope that sample he took isn't a problem. Losing the Krogan could really hurt us down the line. But at least we got Reika. Sorry, rambling. Did you need me?
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
We did these comparative religion study meetup. We did these on the Nexus, and they were always fun and interesting. Bring your own text to study, or just come listen to others discuss theirs. Sign up below so we can have a rotation for coffee. Signed, Jarl. Signed, Callow.
Who's Kala?
Pilot.
Oh, pilot. Okay.
Angaran word of the day. Vesagara. Noun. Uprooted people. Used to speak impolitely of those from the Milky Way. Say Vesagara. Not as bad as it could be, spelled like it's sneered. It is used mostly by the road car. To be fair, one doesn't get more uprooted than being a galaxy away. Is it Vesagara or Vesagara?
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Well, to be fair.
Yeah, accents are important.
Yeah, where's the,
Who's got left to talk?
maybe.
Pilot, Solarian boy.
PB?
Can we talk to Bach?
Yeah.
Hey, are you okay? I shudder to think what the Archon meant to do with you. I heard you had to die to get out of a trap. I think of myself as daring and death-defying, but you?
You are daring. I had upped my game.
Well, you win. Jackass. Just don't get yourself exalted, okay? That asshole means to kettify us all.
Can't let that happen.
But he's close. He's almost figured out Krogan. It's the scariest thing. Ugh. Let's talk about something else, okay?
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Hey there, got a sec?
Sure.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
I need a break. Do you need a break? Let's go for a break. Care for some tea, Ryder?
I'd love a cup.
It's a cultivar originating in Sumatra. My own personal stash. Once I run out, that'll be it for Earth tea. I keep having these thoughts. I'm never gonna taste this again. I'm never gonna see that again.
You're not the only one, Subi. I have those senseless thoughts all the damn time.
And? Do they bother you?
It's natural. You'd have to be made of stone not to miss home sometimes.
The universe is like a giant tapestry. I love following its threads, but it distracts me from the whole picture. My family was right there, but I was too occupied by the abstract to appreciate them.
From everything you've told me, you're here because of your family. Your love of science, doesn't that come from them? Aren't you with them every time you chase down a new discovery?
Ryder, that's beautiful.
My mother made the implant in my head, and my father created the AI that uses it. I haven't lost them either.
Thank you, Ryder.
It's either a hamster or a mouse. I want to say a mouse.
That is a miniature giant space hamster, buddy.
It's not the same as Fweep, but it's close.
But what about food? You forget, BioWare made Boo.
Who's Boo?
Miniature giant space hamster in Baldur's Gate?
Oh.
Feeling all right? You were clinically dead for a few seconds. I didn't even know a Sam could do that.
I didn't either. Imagine how I felt.
I'll bet. Death is the only exit, not the most reassuring words to hear. Anyway, thank you, Sam, for saving Ryder's life.
You're welcome, Dr. Anwar.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
A real victory. Our Ark back at the Nexus. I'd almost given up hope.
I find things, Callow. My job description's only one word.
It's horrible to think of Solarians in Kett hands, but at least our Pathfinder made it. Thank you, Ryder. I mean it truly. If you ever need a favor, just ask.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be. What can I do for you?
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Ooh boy, a lot of stuff suddenly opened up. Oh my gosh. Okay. Emails, and then we're gonna call it. Joel. Liam's talking about a movie night, but when he explained, it sounded lacking. At least compared to Angaran vids. Perhaps I can add what's missing. Come talk with me. I'm writing to let you know that I've been receiving a lot of messages of congratulations from Resistance members who've heard of our victory against the Archon. It's not common knowledge, but it's hard to keep good news like that from spreading. We are hopeful people who are granted new hope. Imagine the excitement when we conquer Meridian and heal the cluster for all our people. Some nights I can't sleep because I'm dreaming of it. From Lexi. I'm encouraging all crew members to take up stress-relieving hobbies. Everyone, especially you, is under a lot of pressure. While taking up knitting may seem a waste of time, such activities release endorphins that clear clutter from our brains, so we can solve tough problems and make better decisions. You don't have to choose any of the activities below, but I thought they might jog some ideas. Gardening, reading, knitting or crocheting, coloring or painting, journaling. I'm always here to talk if you need me. From Drac. Man, Ryder, I thought I knew guns, but this Angaran shit? They really know how to make things to point and shoot. Was eyeing a couple on Aya when we were there. A sidearm called a Zephyr, and a sniper rifle, Ishare, I think they called it. Looked fancy, but I guess even their shivs are fancy. Glad we found aliens who knew how to fight. Not sure how I would feel if Andromeda was nothing but Pyjax or, Elcor. I'll take Kett over those chumps. Hey, the Elcor are known as walking tanks.
Not to him.
From Liam. Just putting this out there. Had a friend in Hustle, Dondi. We were cleaning a hospital after an earthquake and she got hit with a chunk of rebar. Split her helmet. Kept going. 4 minutes technically dead, but we got her into emergency stasis. Thing is, because they're so good at patching people up, she was back with us in a week, and she shouldn't have been. Sure, Donnie's a vet. She's seen some shit. But you don't walk that off. She worked that Quake site for a week, then disappeared for 5 months. She came back, but different. The other vets, they knew. Take the time if you need it. You don't die and just shake it off. Included a list of media themed to survivors. Genres include war documentaries and a series of Solarian short films about the Ever Alert.
Solarian short
The Ever Alert.
What's the Ever Alert?
Major Kiryu referenced it in Mass Effect 1. The Silent Step and the Ever Alert. One, stopped a war with a single shot. The other, I forget what it was.
Okay.
From Gil. The Angara have a bara where PB got tipsy. She's a flirt, even alert, but sauce, she's a pixie. 60 hours straight, keeping your ship afloat. Does it show?
My boy needs some sleep.
From Cora. Reports from the Archon's flagship sounded pretty harsh. Hope you're doing okay. Something that gets me. When I can stop thinking about what happened to the Solarians and the Krogan, is all those remnant artifacts the Archon had. This isn't just a mission for him, it's an obsession. I fought people like that before, who only have one thought in their head that burns everything else away. They get very dangerous, very fast. Watching your back. Ryder, I'm Carrie's producer for the documentary. Something's happened. Come by when you're on the Nexus next. We should talk. From Moshai Sefa. If you're intent to fight the Kett, you should understand that enemy as we do. There are still a few of us who remember what it was like when the Kett first came, or how our lives changed once we discovered their true intentions. Learn what our elders have to teach you. I've told them you're coming and given you the means of finding them on Aya. From Nakmor Clan. Nakmor scouts recently returned with a troubling report. 2 kett ships crashed on a plateau on Eladin after taking damage flying through the Scourge. One scout swears she saw one of the ships firing up the other as they went down, but we are unable to verify this claim. If there are survivors from this crash, the desert will quickly claim their lives. However, we believe the circumstances surrounding the crash unusual enough to warrant bringing to the attention of the Pathfinder, the Nakmor clan of New Tuchanka. Oof. We got more requests. The witnesses. But we're going to save these for next time, and I'm also probably going to look up some guides for all those collectible stuff that I still have to do for the tasks. So, till then, take care, everybody.